What's up, what's up?
What's going on, y'all? How's it going?
Y'all ready to unwind?
Yes, y'all already know what it is. Thank you for watching The Time to Unwind. Y'all already know who we are. I'm your girl, Cece.
The wonderful Cece. Of
Oh,
course, y'all gotta add that in there.
Oh, she's
gotta give her some love today.
Too kind.
And then, of course, I'm Danielle, or the Diva. Just want to throw out my social media before we just jump into this. You can find me at Diva28 on Instagram. Facebook is just my wonderful name, Danielle RG. Of course, you'll put those in the wonderful
and below. Y'all already know what it is.
Yeah, so you can definitely get connected with us.
Absolutely. And you already know Who's Your Mama, HOOSIER, Mama 937. And then you can also follow our Facebook page, A Time to Unwind. So yeah, let's get into it. So I'm so excited about today's episode. Like, you know, I know it's been a while. Y'all been used to us with the live platform, but this one was special for an extra special person in my life. I'm so happy.
So happy. This is my first time meeting her. It's been an absolute pleasure. So I'm very excited.
Absolutely. So we will be doing a series of business episodes where, you know, we always just want to highlight somebody with a small business. You know, we just like to support. So it's always a pleasure when it's a loved one that you get to support. So right now, I have the honorable, the beautiful, y'all listen, this has been my friend for, how long have we been friends?
Long enough to not count.
Okay, yeah. I saw count after 10 years, because shoot, 10 years after 10 years, you locked in.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Yes, it just is what it is. So this is Marina Stokes.
Yeah.
Stokes, goodness.
I do the same. I think your name is still your maiden name on my phone.
Yeah, she still got me down as my maiden name.
Yeah, yes. But I know what it is.
Yes, I know what it is. But this is my best friend, Marina, you guys.
Yes.
And yeah, we're going to go ahead and let her, you know, just explain what she does. But we are highlighting her business. As y'all see, this beautiful lineup right here is hers. That's all hers. She do all of that by hand. So she does her a candle business, and you know, called Be The Light, and just an amazing, I love what it stands for, just Be The Light LLC, and you know, just really big on just highlighting women, you know, mental health and everything like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and let her talk. So go ahead and introduce.
We gotta go line. We gotta.
Oh, hold on.
We are unwinding. How can we not?
Wait, let's get into it.
Yeah. So we have we're gonna try Snoop Dogg's wine. I know it's a little bit strong, but
I'm nervous. I am nervous.
We're gonna try it together.
Okay. Well, shoot. You know, I just need a little bit.
Oh my Lord.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. Hold on. Go ahead.
Thank you.
And she's got finishes too, because before we can put her other sweet
Right.
wine in there.
Right.
Oh, that's why you're nervous?
Well, yeah, because it's hard for me to finish, and if it's crazy, then
If it hits you, get it.
Uncle Snoop, I roll with you and all, but
Yeah, live.
okay.
Yes. We should take a cheers here to toast to Marina joining us today.
Yes,
I'm
absolutely.
so excited.
I'm excited too.
So let's go ahead and take that sip.
That's good.
Oh wow.
Okay.
I thought it was gonna have a little bit more dryness to
Okay,
it.
Uncle Snoop.
Okay.
It is very mellow. Okay. All right. But yeah, but let's get right into it though. Marina, go ahead and introduce yourself and just, you know, tell us a little bit about you, about your business, what you do. I mean, of course, I know everything, but they don't know. So let's go ahead and hear it.
Yes.
So, of course, my name is Marina. I am the owner of Be The Light, Be The Light Sis. I started it with women in mind. It really just started from a concept of wanting to empower other people, wanting to be a ministry, and just wanting to be a light in people's time of darkness. I was just focused on that. It wasn't really about making money. It wasn't about selling candles. It was just I had a passion to make candles. I had a passion to help people, and it just all kind of fell into my lap. Like I really didn't plan this. It just was kind of meant for me to do. So it was really just something I felt God put in my heart and lined everything up, and now I'm doing it. And just keep growing and growing.
Yeah. Wow. And when did you start it?
I started actually in 2019. So little background story on this.
Yes.
I was making candles and I wanted to actually sell them, but I was like, nobody's gonna buy them. Like, why would anybody buy them? So I didn't really take it seriously. Only like close people knew that I was doing that. And then I was at work and I met this girl, her name is Bethany, and she was actually selling candles at work. And I was like, I'm gonna support her. Like, she's doing my vision, let me support her. So I supported her, and people were just buying them, like, you got more of them candles? And I'm like, I'm really good.
Wow.
Okay, so she had a trait that I didn't have, I had a trait she didn't have, and we kind of combined and became partners. So we started selling candles together, doing events together, and it was amazing. It was a really good response. And then naturally, just life took us in different directions. Like, we just could not keep up the business together. And I got sad, like, I want to do this. So I decided, well, let's stop. I stopped selling candles and I rebranded, became Be The Light, and came back out in 2020. So I started in 2019 with her, but I stopped it when I realized we were going to do it together.
Branched off.
Wow, and that's beautiful to give her the, you know, also to not just say, well, I started this to forget, you know, what actually brought you to what you're doing today. That's a beautiful thing to actually give someone credit. I think that people forget that along a journey, you know, you're not the only person.
Absolutely.
You know,
I would not be doing this without her pushing me. So.
And that's also, I love that y'all could come to that like understanding too, because sometimes it is hard when you're going into a business or whatever venture with somebody, and then you kind of hit that crossroad where you like, as things go along, you're like, okay, this kind of ain't really working. So just to be able to come up to that with that understanding, and then it not be no hard feelings, you know, because we all know in business how that can be ugly. It can get crazy.
It doesn't have to be.
It doesn't. It really doesn't, and it wasn't for me.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, yeah, like I said, we definitely just wanted to highlight you because you've been doing some amazing things, like just really within the last year of it really popping off. So, and you know, we're in this era right now where people are looking to do, you know, their own business. Like this is the time to do it. So we just definitely want to highlight that and just ask you a few questions and get into that. So so also too, so where are you from? Where you from?
Look at them.
Y'all heard that right?
It's all right.
We rep dating real hard. DYT all day,
It's cool. We'll have someone up here repping my state. Don't worry. Don't worry. But in the meantime, in between time, it's wonderful to see the greatness that comes from dating. I mean, this is an honor. I've known Corey forever, but just, you know, getting to know everybody that she's surrounded with is just a beautiful experience. And then when she told me about you, I'm like, oh my God, what doesn't she do? Like, she is just going. She is working. I mean, as far as being a business owner, and actually, you know, surviving life, to dedicate so much time in what you've been doing into the business consistently has been wonderful. So I definitely want to give you your props for that, like seriously, and say, wow. Wonderful job.
Cheers to you for
I
that, girl.
learned a lot from you, and see what a push, you know, what putting your heart in your business really can do. So thank you for that.
I appreciate that.
And I love having you guys around. Like I said, as I get older, you know, you just really always want to, I make sure that all my relationships are meaningful. And so to have my friend of however many years, so I don't put it out because maybe depending on how old we are, and then even me knowing Danielle for as long as I've known her, but us really having this connection really specifically over the last like 2.5 to 3 years is just, it's so special. And I just want to show that, and obviously your thing is based off of sisterhood too, so you know, it's full circle. It's a full circle moment. So let me just ask you though, so okay, we know we done got into the candles, but like, what is your everyday life like though? What do you do outside? Is this full time or what you got going?
So I mean, full time, no, so full time I work at the Air Force Base. I'm an industrial engineer there, so that is my current like 9-to-5 breadwinner. So I don't know really how to explain that without confusing people. But basically I manage military grades across the Air Force. So that's my bread and butter job.
These women do some great things.
Man, engineer.
I've never heard, I mean, some of the things I've been over the years to hear these women do is amazing.
And again, not to like just overly gloat about you, but again, like I love it because I was there with you through your college days. Like it felt like she was in school forever. I'm like, damn.
A testament to what really was you're doing the work. It does. Being consistent to it. It shows in your business. It really does. I tell people, like, I mean, that's just how we learn. Seeing these women do great things and how they get to it, you got to do the work.
Absolutely.
And I can clearly see that you've been doing the work, and that's, again, where your heart is in.
That's
shoot, if you came this far, you got to I'm all in it now. Like, it's nothing else I can do.
But it speaks to trusting the process because it built my stamina. Like, at the time, I really did feel like, oh Lord, I'm never going to finish this. But I think it did teach me the stamina to do other things.
Wow.
Now it's like things that take forever, like it is a part of the process. Now I'm used to it. So everything
part of the process.
And that's the big thing that I've been on lately too, is like really it takes a certain amount of discipline and consistency and seeing it all the way through and having that faith, being like, I don't know what the heck this is looking like. Right now it's looking kind of grim some days, I'm sure. It was like, I don't know, but still just having that discipline to be like, you know what, I'm gonna see this all the way through. Be the light.
Be somebody
that light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah, see somebody through something.
Yeah,
because you really got to see it through. You really don't have a choice. So
you're already in it. I think you're going to go back.
You know, I mean, you can, but
that's not.
That's not. Bumping that head.
That's not.
So you do the engine. So you work at the Air Force Base. So okay, and then just what's your everyday home life looking like?
How do you balance?
How do you balance?
Honestly, I believe like you can't be 100% everything all the time. Like you just can't. So I just try to be 100% in what I'm doing at that moment. Like, present in the moment. I'm very anal, very very structured. Time management is my thing. So that's really what gets me through, is just knowing, okay, on Mondays I'm doing this, on Tuesdays I'm making candles, on Fridays we're shipping. So it's like I just have a routine that I try to keep up, and I make room for change.
Okay.
So for
I love that, make room for change. Yeah.
Because life changes. Like I'm raising a teenager that got crazy.
That's a whole new thing that came into the picture recently.
So it's just you have to change. But for me, I just check in with myself once a week and once a month. Like this is what I want to do for this week. These are my goals for the month.
Good.
If I can just keep that structure, then I know like I might not hit all of the marks, at least I'm hitting marks.
Yeah. Just giving yourself something to look forward to, so you're not just kind of shooting in the dark, just kind of, I'm gonna just wing this whole thing.
I say this on every show, and I'm gonna say it till people can't, they tired of me saying it. Plan your life out. Do not just sit here and be in limbo. It's the worst thing you could ever do. Like you said, plan your week out, plan your day. Plan it out, because when you know what you're doing for the day, it gives you some, you know, get you rooted. So you know what's up, you know, and if you hit that goal, how do you know if you hit the goal if you
never even set nothing up?
You don't even know if you should be proud of yourself.
How do you know what progress that you made? You can't even, you don't even know what progress is. You're like, what?
Because it's a lot. It's a lot when you're a wife, a mom, and a business owner and a career. It's a lot. That's a lot.
Of hats to wear. A lot of roles.
So I do, like, in my planner, it will look crazy, but it literally has, like, these are my affirmations, these are my goals, these are my goals for Anissa, the girl I'm raising, this is my goals for my business. Like, it's really broken down to sections. It is what it is.
And Nisa, by the way, is her sister, so even just to take on that role of, like, I'm gonna take on a whole full teenager, a whole teenager. Like
that's a lot of responsibility.
Just balancing that. Like I'm a sister, but then I'm like the mother. That's a lot.
Yeah, that has been interesting. Not in a negative way. It's different.
It learned. I'm sure anytime
room for change. That's a huge change. And taking that gracefully.
No, but it's beautiful, and I think that situation has been the most beautiful process for me, because it has taught me there's parts of me I don't know. And parts of me I have to get to know so that I can be the best version of myself for her. So it was a welcome change. And I was like, okay, guys.
I hear kids changing. I hear they do.
They do.
I mean, you know, you get in touch with more of a, you know, different sizes. Like she was saying, you know, oh wow, I never thought of it like that until you thought of someone actually going through the process, because that's really what they're going through, the process. In this, where you once were, they are. So you get to actually, you know, now you see the importance of it. Oh my gosh, you can change the course of their life or how they think. Like I said, huge responsibility. Most of the time I'm at home like, oh my gosh, I'm hoping I made it count today, because that's how serious it is to be, you know, a responsibility in someone's life. We are, you know, taking on that role. I mean, seriously, she does all these other great things. Let me give her some more praise. That's huge. That is huge. Like seriously, that's a lot of love. That's a lot of love to give. You know, that's not receiving, that's giving.
Yeah, and raising not just a little human, but another black little girl that's gonna grow up to be a woman. So to just, I just love where we're at, like as a whole in life right now, because like I said, now we are teaching our kids. I mean, let's be honest, our other, white counterparts or whatever other ethnicities, they've been kind of like, their kids have already been growing up seeing them run businesses. Like they already know this, but this is something that's a little bit more new for us.
Yes.
So, it's just beautiful where we're at with that. Like she gets to see that. She gets to see, I'm sure I know sometimes you posted of her helping you at your events or making these candles. You know what I'm saying?
But what great energy and what a way to spark a child at such a young age to think about something that we are now thinking of just, within 2019 when you decided to take that chance. Being able to take that chance at a younger age on yourself could be, that's a huge thing to learn, not just with business, but just within self. I'm telling you, we are, don't have to be a mom or anyone spectacular to just be a good person.
It's just gotta be you.
To help someone along their journey, and that's why I say the importance of finding self. Like, and that's what I love with what you do is the importance of speaking about what you believe in, and pushing it out, and not pushing it, but projecting it in the world in a way that's receiving. It doesn't seem like you're just like, no, I'd rather give and have a purpose with this versus just.
Period. So let me ask, just to piggyback off of that. So, okay, so you said you named it Be The Light. What was really like your driving force behind Be The Light? And I know you had the sisterhood, right? Sisterhood LLC. What was the driving force behind like all of that? Like why
it's
that?
It's kind of crazy how it came about. It's so weird. It's like it was destined. I know it sounds so cliche.
No, you know you on that spiritual stuff. Like
it was meant to be, because now you know how Facebook has memories. I'll literally like go on my memories and I'll see like 2016, 17. I'm posting Be The Light over and over again.
You had already.
It was just in me. It was just something I always felt passionate, connected to that phrase. It was like Be The Light was just a part of me. So when it was just. That's what I had to name it. That's what it had to be.
And that's so perfect for some candles. Really, and she does other things outside of candles though too. You have like you have like the soaps, smell.
Pretty much anything that you can make your house smell like. I try to do, but
let's talk about these candles. They are amazing. You can forget all the other brands out there and get these, because what they burn, they are so warm and they smell so good.
Listen, ever since she started with the candles, like this is real life. I have not bought not one.
I can down to the bottom.
They're all. I have not bought one Bath and Body Works. You know what I'm saying? Scent. There is no need. They're just amazing.
I've been trying to get these candles every time she goes near her. Like, can you give me some candles?
And I always forget. Oh my God!
I burn them all the way down.
I'm selfish. I probably done bought you some and kept them for myself.
I've never smelled a candle. Right? She kept them herself. I'll make it back on my phone. See, she kept.
Girl, I forgot. I don't like one.
Right, because I see more in here that I didn't see before.
No, they didn't.
When I had sparkles in it.
No.
Okay, but it's really, I'm telling you, I've had other candles, and they don't, there's a difference.
It's a difference.
You gotta just try it.
They do fill the room.
And it's just, I don't know what it is about the scent. Maybe what she uses to make the candles with, which I'm not sure. I'm not gonna get all in there, but it's
no, that's fine.
Actually,
I want that to be known because it's intent.
There's intent behind all of her the names of her candles. So just go into that, like
please.
Basically, my first collection is the signature collection. It's based off of the fruits of the spirit in the Bible. So each one is like goodness, mercy, love. They're all, because that was the intent, was to really showcase who I am and what I believe in. So that was my first collection, but they're all made out of soy. And they all have an aromatherapy essential oil in there. Because the whole purpose was to be an aromatherapy tool for self-care. And to remind women, like, you have to take time out to read a book and light a candle. Clean your house and light a candle. Take a bath and light a candle. Like, that is
self-love right here.
Exactly.
Self-love.
So it started with that. And then it kind of just, every season I come out with a new collection. So I had like a spring collection, and that was more floral. I had New Year's collection was that was the one with the manifest and the intuition and the dreamer, like set your intentions. That was really what the New Year was. That collection. So
and then she did one for Father's Day, which I thought I posted when I thought that was wonderful to. I mean, just pay homage to Black men. You know, I thought that was such a beautiful thing. Like I said, she's dope in all ways, but I'm not trying to be like, oh, I love her. But I'm just saying, I just love, you know, the love behind everything you do. You can honestly feel that you're doing things that people don't normally do. They just sell you anything, but no, I'm not selling you anything. I'm giving you something, with some intent behind it. That was really wonderful. Each one of those men were doing great things.
They are, and they're not like superstar famous people. They're like people in my community that are not recognized.
Like, we ground zero. They're on the ground.
Boots on the ground.
So that one was an important one to me, and it was the first one for men. And men kept saying, you keep making these Be The Light Sis candles. So I really wanted the Black men to know, like, we support you too.
I love that.
It was dope.
That's lit. I love it. That's so lit. So just wonderful things. Like I said, I couldn't get enough of it. This is all me learning this through social media. This is my first time actually being in her presence. So I tell people, like, if you don't like one person, just look for another one. You know, see who resonates with your spirit.
There's millions of us out here.
But find one that resonates with you. And then so you can actually, you know, we can actually learn to cycle this around, not just the dollar, but the energy as well. So again, it's just get used to it. Let's make it a practice.
Absolutely. Now, one thing that you did, actually, this was around this time last year, like, why everything else was shut down. You know what I'm saying? You had the ladies' night, which we was actually very honored to be a part of. One of the nights for ladies' night.
It's a great smelling candle. I actually.
It's a candle ladies' night. I forgot about that. So so that was just a really cool thing that you had going on. Where, like, what was it, every week or every couple weeks?
Like one Thursday a week. Or something.
One Thursday a week. She would highlight a woman. We had a chef on there, a vegan chef, Rhea. Oh my goodness, Rhea! If y'all are watching this and dating, she's amazing all the way around. Anyway, but man, her food, it is all vegan. And it's vegan. Oh my god!
And I didn't tell anybody that the food was vegan.
I'm gonna check her out because that's my feed.
Oh my goodness, So we had that. We had our good friend Kiana, who is an amazing singer, like doing her thing out there in Florida. So all these different things, just kind of bringing women together,
giving them a platform to showcase their gifts.
I think one of my favorite ones that I love was it the one when Emily was on there? Emily Collier. That's actually, I never told you that, but that was actually really one of my favorite ones.
That was a good conversation.
That was a great conversation. Just
we'll have a part two.
We have to do that.
We would have to do it. But it was a really good, one. It was like really just kind of highlighting, like, what was it, like, relationships and things like that.
It was really around, like, dating and the environment and relationships and
whether you're calling it dating and courting, or decide if you want to date or court. That's a big thing to establish at the beginning.
Absolutely.
So everybody's not here to court, and everybody's not here to date. So
But a lot of that, like I said, just was also too, like I said, kind of just centered around, like, you know, even like mental health and things like that. So
love open conversation.
I love, and it was great. It was great open conversation.
Let that shit ride. I'm telling some people, like, let it all out, because let's address it all. Like, why don't you want to?
It's a waiting to excel moment at any time.
People submitted anonymously their questions, and I think that's how it opened up.
I love that.
You didn't have the pressure on. Why is she asking that question? What's going on with you? I really think that's what help people.
Right.
I don't like that idea.
No, it was dope. So like if you go on your website, I mean, you definitely do mention a lot. You even do blogs, but a lot of it is kind of just centered around different levels of like mental health and just mental awareness. That is your focus. What about that why are you so passionate about that aspect of it?
For me, I started Be The Light because I wanted to empower myself. It was first, it goes all the way back to the girl Bethany I was bringing up. She's a photographer. And it was my 30th birthday. She said, okay, so we're gonna do this shoot. It's your 30th birthday. What you wanna do? What's the theme? What represents Marina?
Yeah.
What's Marina? When you think of Marina, who is she? I'm like, oh, okay. Like I went home and I legit cried. Like,
You
who
didn't
is
have an
Marina?
answer.
What?
Yeah.
Like I know I'm this. I know I'm a wife. I know I'm like,
But
who am I? That really hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know who I am.
I think we all have
Like, it
those
really got
moments
to
are
me.
real.
Yeah.
So I had to do some deep like thinking and processing some stuff. I was in counseling. I'm a real advocate for counseling. And I went to my counselor like, I don't know who I am. What are we doing about this?
And it gets that,
And
that serious.
I really it got to two simple things. I like to empower women and I like the sunset. Like those are just two simple things. The sunset was my thing. When I need a self-care moment, I go and watch the sunset, the sunrise, and I just like helping people. It's natural for me. So that's where I kind of was like, how can I incorporate the two? So I started Sisterhood. I actually have two businesses.
Yeah.
One is Sisterhood, one is Be The Light, and just out of convenience, I combined it to Be The Light Sis. So I try to make a candle for every little platform or activity I have to combine them.
That is wonderful.
Yeah, that's just really my passion is helping myself come out of all of the childhood trauma that I experienced. And I do that through my business because I feel like there's purpose in pain. I didn't just go through this just for myself. I went through this to help other people. So as I heal, I'm helping others heal. And I'm teaching them healthy coping mechanisms versus drinking, sex, and all that other stuff.
Oh my gosh, because if we always, me and Corey talk about this, to detox, to realistically take something out your life, you have to replace it
with something.
And when I
something that's conducive to what you're trying to do.
It seems small to so many people, but along my journey, even still, like, not to throw myself in there losing weight, I tell people, for me, it was as serious as taking out television. I felt like I was triggered every 5 minutes to eat. So I didn't even, it's hard to say I didn't have control. I did, but I just replaced it with something else. And with that, I found, you know, my newfound love for yoga. I felt like in that sense, now that's where my healing transfers.
Absolutely.
So I'm allowed to, that same question I came to, who am I?
When all this stuff,
so simple, it's so loaded.
It ain't nobody calling me mommy. It ain't nobody when I don't got a husband tapping me on my shoulder.
Yes. But see, I also want to bring it to jump to it, but who? Okay, and I know if y'all see my social media, I call it Peaches. My husband made this up, Peaches with a Z. Who is her alter ego? Like you said, that person that pushes you the rest of the way. So for Marina, okay, we have Marina. Who is your? Who does that represent? Who that for you? And I tell those two people make you a whole person. So that's why I say she's the one that drives. She's the one that pushes, shows up in the pictures, the one that smiles, you know. And then
that's a good one. You got Peaches. Who would your alter?
Girl, I don't know. You're gonna have to name me. I just found Marina.
Well, you found Marina. You found her too.
We ain't named her yet.
But you know, I tell people, like I said, that's that part, that other part you connect to because she literally is wild. But at the end of the day, she is what she has to be. Because Marina, exactly. Because in order to do what we're doing, you have to really do that. You have to even think that way. But at the same time, you have to have the discipline to know where you can't
bring it. Peaches ain't coming everywhere.
And you know
Peaches ain't coming into a business meeting.
I like the duality of it because one thing that I really struggle with, which I didn't want to see about myself, was my past. Like I hated my past. I hated my childhood. I hated a lot. Like even the fact that like I'm biracial, I hated that. Like I did not want anybody to know I was part white, which you can clearly kind of see. Like if you're something, you're Hispanic or something. Like people would say, "Are you Spanish?" Like sure, I'm Spanish. Like whatever. But now I hate when people say I'm Spanish because I'm like I'm black. Black is beautiful.
Exactly.
But yeah, it was a piece of me I didn't like, and I've learned to love it because even the ugliness of my childhood, my trauma has made me beautiful. And I love what you said, that duality. You are both, sis.
You're both,
You wouldn't know how to heal if you didn't know what the trauma was.
And getting down to the bottom
and finding the benefits of being in both. And that's why I tell people literally, I mean, seriously, you're just finding the beauty in all things that make you.
It's not about embracing the ugly because it's there. Like it is there, but you have to embrace it. That's who we
Yeah,
are.
like I said, Peaches Wow, she was doing all kind of stuff. That's where Danielle comes in and says we not doing it.
Balance is
Yeah,
balance.
Right.
Because
That's that
you can't
balance.
just be all willy-nilly. Nobody can.
Yeah.
Nobody can be all willy-nilly. You be out here hurting people, doing all kind of crazy.
Absolutely.
You let people, that side of you that pushes you, that can get wild like that, and somebody and you
Within
limits. But I love what you said, like even all of this coming full circle, you had to go back and do some work. Do not keep repeating the same thing. That helps. That helps in all of your, that helps even all in your business. Like, okay,
that's what I was gonna add.
Yeah.
As you've grown as a woman, as you've grown into yourself and your self-awareness, do you feel like before even all of that, during your journey, how did it translate into your business? Do you feel the better that you've been as a person, or you get as a person, your business gets as well?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, definitely. I actually recently, this past week, I've done this a couple times. Even you've noticed it, like for social media. There are times where I'm not out doing events, I'm not on social media, and she'll text me, as a best friend should. Hey, where you at?
Right.
And it's just a part of my process now. I've learned as I've healed and learned how to, there's ebbs and flows. There's a time to work, there's a time to rest.
Absolutely.
I am better for that because I didn't used to do that. And so in this last moment I took to rest, I realized that my assignments are more clear. I can hear better when I rest.
I love your energy. That's something I'm actually learning to do too. You have to. You have to be. It has to quiet because you can't hear the message.
You can't. And you so caught up in what everybody else is doing. Oh, they're coming out with this. They're coming. I got to come out with my collection. And it's like I wasn't even supposed to make that.
Right now,
But actually, that's why I think Father's Day was so successful. I made that in January.
Wow, so you were already prepared.
So
preparation being here. The word
preparation means dedication.
All of that.
Because you cut the chaos out. You want to do it, but you don't want it chaotic. You don't want it to be at the expense of your wellness.
Exactly.
So we can just
prepare.
And you stay ready. You ain't gotta
get ready. And you can do other things while you're getting ready. When Father's Day came out, it was right after May. May for me is one of the busiest times in my life. And I was doing vendors events for the first time. If I tried to do Father's Day in May, it wouldn't happen.
It would have been.
You gotta be prepared.
I love that. It speaks volumes. I'm telling you, prepare yourself with literally what you're about to do with everything. Because we have a phone right here. We can research all day long. We used to have to go knock on the door like, you got that new Britannica encyclopedia book, the newest set. I'm trying to get to it's right here. It's right here, so there's no excuse. Even when it comes to healing, even me, I said there's no excuse for me to be out here running around crazy. Find something to heal yourself.
Period.
Like I had to heal. And it's nobody's responsibility to do that but mine. So at the end of the day, I love the way that you speak about finding your journey and placing it into something again that you love and let it translate and be natural. Be okay.
Because it's your purpose.
That's it.
I love that. I love that. Man. And this is just my last one because this is one I love to ask everyone before anything, because this is what you see before you see anything about them. Is what makes you happy?
Honestly, my family. Like my family, and if you're like Jordan, she's my family. Like that's my village. My village makes me happy. Like I work so hard so that I can enjoy moments with them. Like, it's not for the money, it's not for the bank account. It's literally like I want to go on a cruise, I want to go on a cruise. If I want to do a cookout, I just want to enjoy these moments together. I want the freedom to do that. So,
and don't you feel that it makes things better when you're not doing it for money? Like we were just talking off camera, but like we know people that have business and they're not going into it for the right intent. They looking like, oh well, I seen Susie over here doing it. They getting money off of it. Let me go ahead and do it. But now you're going into it with the wrong intent.
And it's really a crazy thing because I feel like people could be so much happier with their, finding that really working on. I forget that they're not getting the enjoyment of finding out what that is for them. And it's sad because you're looking at them like, it's probably not going to work out for you because really the way you're doing it. But it's sad that you're missing the whole thing. You're missing everything. Yeah, the whole thing, because you're focusing on something.
That's why you gotta find out
you know
who you are.
I really feel like for our community, it's hard because we're taught to be concerned about certain things, like finances.
Yeah,
that's
so
the
watch
main
out
thing.
for pockets.
We're stuck in this cycle of
We are.
I don't have the money to start a business.
Yeah,
I gotta take care of this. I gotta take care of that. And I get it because I don't want anybody to ever look at me and like, her life is easy. She got this and this.
Black people can find money to do everything.
Right. She buy this and this. She can figure it out. But I will say this. I read a book, and I can't remember the book right now, but I read a book and it basically says, God designed you for a purpose. He didn't design you to, make a living. And when you're so focused on making a living, you can't live your purpose. But if you focus on your purpose, God's going to take care of the bills. He's going to make sure you have what you need.
Else
once you
will come around. Exactly. Because if you don't have all that other stuff right, shoot, you can lose it at any given moment. If you don't, it's foundation.
And then at that point, your life's going to be like devastating.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
that's why I said foundation is the key to everything. You gotta find
Is this what all your happiness was based on? You was already in trouble.
We've all been there.
Already in trouble.
Yeah, and I think we've all been there. We've all even had those experiences. I know I personally have had that experience where it's like all the things that I thought, what I thought was purpose, thought was important. As soon as that shit went out the door, it was like, now I'm back to the question. Okay, who am I? Who is Marina? Who is Corey?
And you keep coming back.
You keep coming back. Yeah. If you really in tune like that, I'll say like that. Some people, they don't care. They just live willy-nilly.
Like I said, I love the fact of what you're doing and what you speak of, and that's okay. Being okay with speaking wellness. Corey knows that's something really huge in my life that we need to get used to being able to do is speak wellness to each other, whether that be physically, mentally, spiritually. In all ways, we should be, a little more well-rounded with speaking that wellness. That's important because that's honestly love. Yeah. I don't know what we've been giving out, but it ain't been no damn love. And now we know it's not.
Because that's what we was taught. Because the people that taught us, that's how they were.
And I feel like every generation gets better. Like,
it does.
You have physical slavery. You're free from that. And then you get mental. Like, there's different levels of freedom. And I think our generation is just trying to have mental freedom.
That's the freedom that we want.
That's the key. I tell you, the key is just my freedom.
Exactly.
Get from the things that keep me sad, keep me down. I don't want to be a part of it. And I said literally, I say this to Corey all the time, take me out the rotation. I'm not interested anymore. I really am just interested in being okay and being with people that are okay with me being okay. And maybe that it's okay. It may not just say, hey, they just might not be your crowd anymore. It's okay.
It's okay.
And like you said, you can walk away gracefully and still say that's what this wonderful person taught me. I learned what I needed to learn and I'm okay with it. There's a lot of people not okay with just being okay. And it's crazy.
You gotta be okay with people don't understand that too.
If
they're not there, they're not gonna be okay with it.
And that's the hardest thing that you can, I feel like, even just, because it be the people closest to you, it be your own family, it could be your mother, your daddy, it could be your sister, it could be your best friend.
Those are the worst ones.
Those are the worst ones. I think we all have came to that. We all have experience.
When you start setting those boundaries,
it's hard.
It gets real. People, you start finding out who you really who you really messing with. Who really is interested in who. Well, honestly, I tell people you don't get to determine how someone loves you. That
was the hardest lesson for me.
It really was the core of most of my people pleasing. And I really had to let that go to get my freedom to be able to choose me. That it would be okay.
We so worried about other people loving you. You're not loving yourself. Why are you accepting this?
And then I'm unhappy.
Now you're unhappy.
I'm suffering.
And then trying to figure out why. Like, what is wrong?
The people I felt that 85 pounds I lost wasn't really weight. I really said, hey, everybody told y'all pack light. Seriously. Like you said, you're working to get rid of the past. To go back and hug yourself and be like, hey, you just didn't know. You really, but you know now. I'm not who I once was. This is who I am now. And it's okay to tell people that that may have been. That's not me now. So what you gonna do? I would really love for you to take me for who I am now, or we can probably, or I've learned to let people, not baby, but be patient. To allow them to see
an opportunity to grow.
And not be so forceful because they're still on their own time and So, like you said, just
And it's kind of like even I told you that like a week ago or something when you were saying that, I was like, you got to think like we all probably was that person to somebody else. Like just in the, like we use your example, like when like for instance like when your husband first got on his health journey, like you said, a lot of the family kicking.
I want to make it so bad. I was like, I can't even do this. He is driving me.
Kicking and screaming.
I don't
like
know what can make a person possess him and making this thing go
it's deeper. It's deeper than that. It goes back to when we were talking about this, renewing your mind.
Yeah.
Like when you're breaking cycles, it's not just physical. It's
no,
like
it is. It's mental first.
We were taught a long time ago, okay, you put salt in everything because it's preserving the meat.
Yeah.
It's not for flavor,
it's
y'all. You don't have to preserve it. We got freezers.
Yeah, that's what it's for.
There's different freezers for stuff. There's advanced freezers, so like we have the freedom to be healthy.
No, absolutely.
Yeah. It's true. That's why I'm saying finding that freedom. Yeah. I'm chasing it. I tell people I'm so hungry for it. I really found my purpose in it. Because I tell people that's the goal, is to be free. We're not supposed to be tied to the things that keep us in places that we no longer.
Society is trying so hard to keep us in chains.
Yes. And always, like I said, when it comes to me being able to have a conversation with a woman that says, hey, I would like to, you know, if your goal is to get to this in your health wise, let's get to it.
Yeah.
Or to go and say, maybe we talked about this. Maybe that man, you know, give him a few days. See what maybe you should, or how about this? Let's research on what it is to why.
What's the root?
Why do you feel the need to be so why do you feel the need to be a wife so bad? You know, I mean, what is it? You know,
what are you trying to feel?
Yes. And we need to really ask those questions sometimes, because even for me, I ask myself, and I'm like, dang, like you said that was a simple question, who am I?
Yeah.
I asked myself, and I didn't even know.
Yeah.
But if somebody else would have asked me, guess what I would have done? Boop, boxed it up. Like, I know. She didn't call me. She didn't call me.
That's what I'm talking about. So we have all been there. So it's like, I think even for myself, what I'm learning is to understand to give people grace, because
leave the question in and walk
away. Because you want somebody to give you some grace and some.
But you know what? This is the problem. I don't care if you give me grace. I don't give myself grace. That is something I had to teach myself. I don't even give myself grace.
And that's
what you
okay. We get queens giving it too long. It's a little too long. It's only grace is needed when you're trying to I feel like get it started. It's only so many times.
No one's appropriate.
Exactly. And even for me, I had to cut my grace off at some point, because you like, again, here I am. I gave myself grace.
No, like, okay, it's been 12 years and I'm still gracing. Grace. Shit, my middle name is Grace.
It's like you get some grace, you was young and you didn't know any better.
Any better,
Accountability with grace.
That's it. Accountability.
From conversation. Everybody knows I call crime plenty of days, like going through things and having realizations, coming to realize that the person that I'm talking about hurting is the person I once was. I projected all of that onto other people, and that means that you have to understand, like, as you're healing, like, ooh, some of your journey was pretty it wasn't like, oh my gosh, I could have changed that about myself, or I maybe should not have done that, or
absolutely,
and being okay with that look that you get back in the mirror at you. And that's a huge thing. And I guess that's what I say about the grace is saying I just didn't know better at the time, but I do now. So,
and I think I always end up asking this question on on an episode now. I've always asked people, so when you talk about grace and in a time frame, what to you is a good time frame to give people grace before it's just like, okay, you don't have to get held accountable now. Like, what is it's different for everybody.
And that's what I was saying. It's different for everybody. And I'm very spirit-led. I'm not really by the book. Like, I'm orderly, but I'm spirit-led. Like, what I might give you, I might not give to my 14-year-old sister. Like, it's just what I know you're willing to do. And what you can do. I just gotta really assess the situation.
And that's a big thing too, because I know sometimes, like, we'll get on people like, well, you doing this for this one person, but when such and such did it, or when I did it, or when I did it, it wasn't cool.
I'm all about motives.
Are
you trying to use me, or are you trying to get better? Like,
that's it. That's a good question to ask people. Are you really trying to use me?
What are we in here for? What is this? What
and it's not even just about them, because I had a people pleasing problem too. And I used to get mad at everybody else. Like, I'm doing this for you. You ain't gonna appreciate it.
Well, they didn't ask for this shit.
Well, they probably did, but I also taught them it's okay. Teach them it's okay.
Boundaries. That's where boundaries go.
And being okay with it.
Yeah.
Because that's the process too.
Yeah.
Just being okay.
Yeah.
Because your heart will want you to push you back in that same behavior.
Yes, and going back to what you said, know yourself. Why do I feel like I need to do this?
Exactly. Yeah.
Because I'm blaming all at some point I can't keep saying, oh, it's all, or I got these issues. Somebody's gonna be like, girl, if you don't get your old butt up, get some therapy. And quit blaming everybody. Oh, you back in this position again.
Oh my God.
How you find this again? I hate to say this. How you find another man doing this again? Like, you know what I mean? We're gonna, at some point, they're gonna
be until you get it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's right. I do believe that God, or whatever it is that you believe in the universe, I really don't believe that He has us all here to fail. I do not. I know that is not the case.
And I'm so glad to see you into it.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely. So.
Shows.
And look, we
have.
Listen,
I wear mine. I looked at it in the closet today, like, dang.
I almost wore a vintage one.
Oh, you
remember the red T-shirt you came?
Look at this, supporting these friends, supporting each other.
Which one? I don't know.
Take on some of y'all bad friends.
I could not represent your shirt like that. I've had it for so long, wore it so much.
You Lord. I was about to say it's so vintage. We done went through so many trial runs, but yeah.
But that's why, friends. That's why sisterhood. Which let me jump into that because you're also in a sorority, which is
Okay,
you better run.
Yes. So how do you feel sisterhood fits? Into the purpose of it. Do you study it? Do you learn it? Do you feel it? Is it something that's in you?
It's a lifelong journey. I think it's just like marriage or family. Like you learn as you go.
Yeah.
And I actually wrote a blog on my website. I talk about sisterhood and the different components in my life. Like I broke it down to my biological sisters, my sorority, my friends. And for me, it all comes down to the same thing, like village. They're all part of my village. And my sorority brings one aspect that I can only get from them. They actually taught me how to run a business.
Yeah.
Like, that's I learned some parts of it from other things, but they taught me how to run a business.
Yeah.
And for me, I did join for the sorority sisterhood. Because in high school I was in Delta.
Delta.
I was in that, and that's where I started my journey of sisterhood. That's where I fell in love with sisterhood. It's because I was like, wow, this is dope. Like we get to have a sleepover and talk about stuff. I can talk about my kids and they get it. And I came back in high school, came back home refreshed. Like I can deal with my parents now. I can deal with school now. Like that's where I learned to have my first counseling session. Was through them, and not even that. They pushed me to be who I am because I remember, I don't know if you were there, but one sleepover we were trying to vote for president and secretary.
No, I didn't go.
It was actually Emily. They all were like, Marina should be president. Marina should be president. And I was so shy. Like I'm still a humble person, but I was so shy back then. I'm like, no. Girl, I ran the hell out of being president. Like I love it.
But that's the wonderful thing about women that's so good at knowing themselves. They can see what's great in you and help.
Or that's the good thing really about sisterhood, because sometimes what you don't see in yourself, you have people that can vouch for you. Like, look here, you are right here. You are the shit.
All the time.
I think that is great because eventually that compliments you. That's why I say finding the greatness in people does no harm to you. It just makes you. It just compliments.
We all have something to bring to the table. And sometimes you do need somebody to highlight that for you. So
don't be box your girl up. Don't be box your home girl up. Just be like, maybe I'll think about it. You know, she just may want me to be great. She may not want my feelings hurt this week.
Absolutely.
That's real.
So let me ask, and we all at this point, we all are business owners in some aspects. Of course, candles, you hair diva, down to the socks, on top of sea moss and everything else. But what would you say so far has been the most rewarding about you having your business and opening this up? What's been the most rewarding for you so far?
Honestly, the confidence I've received from it, because I remember like, I can't make these candles. Like, what if it doesn't come out? There's chemistry involved. Me and chemistry. I don't know, but like,
girl,
I didn't realize.
This is what I was like.
There's different levels. And I knew what I was good at. Like, I'm good with numbers and stuff, but I was just like, I don't know about these chemicals mixing, and then studying aromatherapy. That confidence, and then getting to know new people, like going out and doing vendors events and talking to people and being so natural at it. I'm like, oh, this is nice. And people coming to me like, I love your candles and da 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 da. And I'm like, you do?
And I'm gonna be honest with you. that was the part that I was like, okay, how's it gonna work out? Because sometimes Marina, she's kind of like an introvert in a way. Like she can go back and forth. Listen, like she's the
You
type.
cannot tell by her Instagram.
Listen,
you can't buy it, but it's behind
this. Yeah, it's when you
looks so open.
Look, let me tell you, this is the type of chick that will get people together. Like, yeah, let's have this get together. You know, let's get all the girls together over my house. I'll do everything, and then everybody over there, and then she in the corner somewhere, quiet as hell. Like,
I know your energy is because you put so much energy into it. So I mean, seriously, like you said with the people pleasing, I know what that feels like. To put a lot of energy into the moment that it's hard for you to show up for it. That's why I say, like, now I've learned with Corey, like I found someone to do something with. You know, so you don't have to like, and I've seen it in you where, like you were saying, like you're learning to do that. Because
look, she would have us in her house. I be looking like, is it time for us to go or something?
But you know, there's two parts of that I do want to speak on. Just I can't just let that go. But for me, I feel like it was two things. I read energy, like I'm an energy.
Absolutely.
And it was like 13, 15 of us.
Too many.
For me, and I was like,
overwhelmed.
I can sense your sadness, I can sense your depression, I can sense your anxiety, and I was like, who's gonna be going to the corner real quick because it's too much. And then I had to learn not to let everybody in my home.
That's it too.
There's some people that used to hang out with us I don't hang out with anymore. I still love them. I still think of them.
Absolutely.
But they weren't for me in this.
That's why I said they was on that energy.
And
that's why I said that energy.
I know. But if you pay attention, this birthday party, when I had everybody over.
Oh yeah.
It was a whole different version of me.
Oh God.
Let me clap for her changing the environment.
I'm clapping for her too, because it was lit.
And that's how
she was lit the whole time. It wasn't like
I'm sorry.
You listen, like Corey said, don't put my peaches energy, don't be in every.
No, she was peaches.
I trusted them. I felt comfortable.
It was dope.
Fun.
No, it was
definitely. Like you want praise for creating an environment that was conducive so you can be happy.
That's
the main goal. Happiness over everything.
You can't be yourself around somebody. It's a problem.
No, absolutely.
And it's a simple question.
Now, I had to ask myself that question at one point in time because we have a lot of traits that are a lot alike, and it's crazy. It's bad. It's bad, but. I would be the same way. It'd be like I would feel myself not really wanting to be around people. Like, and I'm still even like that to this day. And I had to get down to the bottom of it. Like, is there something wrong with me? Like, am I just like an evil bitch? Like, what is it? And like you said, it's about energy. Like, when you take on too much energy, that shit is real.
It is.
It's very
that's why
real.
The importance of knowing mine and being self-aware of it is so that I'm not projecting it onto people that just are just trying to be in a room.
Exactly.
And I think that us being aware of ourselves makes that easier, because if you really came into a room to just enjoy yourself, then just enjoy yourself.
Just enjoy yourself. Come. Exactly.
Why did you even come?
And that's what I'm serious.
Like, why did you really come to ruin somebody's day?
That's what you're doing. And sometimes it's not even that they know it. They just
they don't know.
Because they haven't done the work. And that's why I say, like, some people you'll notice, okay, but are you wrong for saying I want to be with people that are doing the work? You're not.
No.
And that was a journey too. Like, getting to that point, like, there's some people I didn't invite that are still close to me. And I love them. I still keep in touch with them, but I just learned this person I have to do one-on-one. This person is intimate, and it's like,
you can't mix this one with this one.
No, that's chemistry.
The people I invited, they all vibe without me.
And that's so you have vibrated all the same back. And that's why I tell people I can only put certain things out, man. I've vibrated so many wonderful, beautiful energies back towards me. I mean, the universe has been whatever you believe, however you believe. You'll know if you're going in the right direction. You really will, because it'll be a little easier. Like, oh, really? Okay. This is me. Okay, I'm supposed to be feeling like this. And then receiving it. I've been even learning to receive it and just being like, gratitude. Like, seriously, I've never been so loved in my life.
Say that.
I haven't been. And I'm almost 40 years old. This is the first time I've ever felt love.
Wow. That's crazy. Man, that is a beautiful thing.
You know, all the words that make, but really it's just me actually loving me.
And that's what it is.
Like, it ain't nothing new. I'm saying it ain't nothing new. I just actually like
you actually like yourself.
You actually like I'm actually like myself. That's why I say I no longer ask them about any title. Are you happy? What makes you happy? Man, what else is that ask?
That's it.
What makes you happy, Queen? You want to do that?
Okay.
Yeah, okay, I'm cool with it. And
Yeah,
really,
man.
that's pretty much how I see sisterhood with her. Like allowing these women to be all themselves.
Yep.
In their
environment.
What
Yep.
God called you to do.
Yeah. So what's been the biggest thing so far that you like, okay, I'm not really feeling this part about business. Like I'm just like, fuck all this shit. I'm about to just give it all up.
It's so simple.
What?
And it's sad. It's shipping products.
Oh my God.
I'll be on this shit.
Yes.
Yeah,
that's shipping.
And it's funny because I was getting to the point where I started off online or like people meeting me, whatever. I was like, bro, I don't find the storefront. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. And God put that in my lap. Like somebody reached out to me like, hey, I got a store. I want to put you on the store.
Yeah.
Well, shout out entrepreneurship.
Shop
in Dayton, Ohio.
Yes,
in
Dayton, Ohio.
When Gary gets one, I'll shout it out. They hopefully soon.
Maybe we'll branch out over to y'all.
Right.
But if you're in Gary, go to Michael Jackson's house. That's about all we have.
Okay. We have a village.
We have a village.
It's called the village. It's our shopping center. There's really only a Polish hot dog stand, but it's got history. It's got history.
Right. Not the history.
Go to the village and then go to Michael Jackson's
right,
house.
Exactly. She's right.
2300 Jackson Street.
You can't miss it. You can't miss it.
Whatever. But anyway,
Dayton, I don't know anything about because they don't have a Michael Jackson from there. So I don't know.
We have to revisit this every episode.
We do.
But who do Dayton got though? I mean,
I'll wait.
I mean, come on.
I'll
we got
wait. The producers back there. I'll wait.
We got the Wright brothers. You know what I'm saying? Roger.
Okay.
Roger Trotman.
Never mind.
Oh.
Never mind.
We have Corey and Jarrell and Marina.
Right.
It's all of these.
According to these great candles, I can't dispute it.
It's all these
And Corey's outfit is just his talent. I can't dispute it. I'm done with the conversation. I'm literally alone in this place.
No, Gary, y'all birthed some amazing people.
I can't wait to show them. I mean, literally, seriously, in all honesty, I've never, even when I went back home this past weekend, I've never been so received by my hometown. I gotta give them a huge shout out.
Yeah,
they have supported my business very well, and that's why I said I really wanted to sit here and talk to Marina, get to know her, and actually, bring her into our audience. I really feel like, people need to see more of these wonderful women and their spirits doing great things, and that's why I say it's so important. Even Corey being, my everything and inviting me into her world, it's okay. Like,
but let me shout out y'all Gary people though. I will say, being here in Indianapolis, I just have to attest to this because Indianapolis is I love it here, but some of the people that I've been the closest to have been other people from other places, and I'm telling you, Gary people, we like when we get with Gary people, I mean, y'all, it might be a small town. It might be a small town, but I don't know. It's something about y'all spirit. Like we mess with the city of Gary heavy, and all the people. Like, man.
You see the crazy people that come through as we have Preston on the show before.
Lord,
these people, I can't make this up. Their personalities are wild.
Anyway,
they wild, skinny pimp.
Anyway,
call them in school. But that's why I love being able to see where people come from and where. Like I know Corey, but I get to also see what Corey comes
an extension.
From. Every time I find something new out of it, I'm like, what? It's like, dang, I learned something else. Thank you for I'm grateful. I tell Corey I'm grateful all the time. Like, thank you for sharing that with me.
Absolutely. That's what it is.
Thank you for sharing.
If I know how to share nothing else, I know how to bring people together. I will say that about myself because I think it's important. Like, if all of these people are an extension of me, like y'all, I just want it. It's harmony. That's where I'm at in my life right now. It's about harmony. It's about peace. It's about that village. You know what I'm saying? And so this is all important. This is how business gets done. That's how network is the best work. So
and that's what we're doing here.
That's what
we are trying
here.
to show more people this wonderful product, this wonderful woman you see before. She's been doing this work. We need to give these women praise when we see them. It is okay. It does not harm you to tell a woman, thank you.
Absolutely.
Your product is great. You're doing a great job. I'm so glad that I actually patronized your business. And I will continue to do so. know, in the future, and I will share with the world, because really that's just how this works. Like,
absolutely,
it really is. And I'm, like I said, this is my first time meeting her. I'm grateful.
Yeah,
her energy's been everything, and I can't thank Corey enough for actually being the vessel that introduced me to her and her wonderful sister as well.
Yes,
she's sitting here so patient, soaking it up. I mean, seriously, to be able to have a woman that brings her people in good space.
Yes, that's what it's about. I'm all about it. I'm all about it. So, a few questions here. We are gonna play. We do want to get real deep with you for a minute, but no. But one thing that I do. So first of all, let me ask you. So I would say in the next like 5 to 10 years, where is Marina at? What is she in her personal life?
Wait a minute, let me get you close. Yes.
I do see how God is just moving.
And I do that love is good.
And I do see my business reaching farther. Like it just keeps getting farther and farther. And keep doing what I plan on doing, is empowering women, and you know, I want to have more freedom. I want to have a healthier life, mentally, physically, spiritually, impact more people. So like that's the only thing I can say that I can stick to, is I want to have a greater impact on people.
Wow.
But the tangible stuff, I can't really tell you. Like I want to get out there.
I mean, that's loving the journey. Just being excited for the journey.
Because that's a good question. Like if you like. I'm with her on that. It's like now at this point in life, so much stuff that I thought was going to happen did not happen. So I'm like, how
you have time for the tissue? Her last year was rough for me. Her feelings, I've had all that planned out. And to watch it all fall apart. I watched all my dreams literally fall apart in front of me.
And you know what? And this is a little personal, so it is deep. I will say, I used to be, girl, like, I used to be so bad at, like, if things didn't go my way. But you know what? God got me together on that. Last year, I got pregnant and I didn't have the baby. Like, it got to the point where, it got to the point where it was like, okay, God, all right. Things change. Like, you grieve and then you're like, pivot. This is what it is. And I got to the point where I had to learn, like, if God wants something for me, it's mine. And it's not time. And I tell you, like, 3 months later, 4 months later, I got custody of Anissa.
That's crazy. Isn't that crazy?
I was supposed to give birth the month after I got her. There was no way. I mean, it would have made a way.
It's a whole other show we can talk about divine timing.
Absolutely.
So it worked out.
Divine timing is everything.
And it also pushed me. It pushed me. Like, I was literally preparing to launch Be The Light as I was miscarrying. Like,
that's crazy.
It was the only thing that kept me sane. Because I couldn't sleep. You know when you're pregnant, for whatever reason, your body's preparing to give birth, and you just stop sleeping. And I started building my business as I couldn't sleep, and it got me through it. So I think it activated the maternal instinct in me. So when I got Anissa, I was like, all right, I'm a mom. Like,
that's good. He was prepared. And I tell people, man, when you finally like open up and like have that aha moment where you see exactly why he's made you the way he's made you, it makes life a lot easier to be able to take. And I think that for me, all my hurt, all of those things wrapped up in one, you know, if you put it all together, make it the nucleus, it makes me who I am, and that's why I'm valuable. And that's why he's and there's a reason why he did that to, you know, to make me who I am. That where I've been, I tell people, when you had your feelings hurt to the point where there's nothing, where you thought there was nothing else in life, when you get back up, everything that you looking at, everything's totally different.
And for me, when you guys ask where do you see yourself, I've always, Corey and Robin say, I'm very motherly. Like I'm such a mom, and I cannot wait to be a mom. Outside of my sister, I love her like she's my own, but
I mean, she takes care of everybody like that. Though, like everybody
made her caretaker. Nobody does it better than we do. And I tell that's one of the divine roles of understand what a woman does, is that love that we give, that caretaking spirit we give, is in us. It's made. It's why we are able to, you know, touch a sister and be like, hey, hope you feel better. You know, why we're able to hold these babies and make them feel better. So it's in us. We're allowed to acknowledge that. We're allowed to be woman enough to say, hey, I feel that. And that's what drives me sometimes. It doesn't make me less of anything, but it's it's a part of who I am, my DNA. And I just think that that's for me, it taught me a lesson to trust God's time. Yeah.
and trust the process.
That's it.
So like you said, if the one thing you really, really wanted and it just didn't happen,
Yeah.
it doesn't, I'm not sad, it's not a sympathy thing, it's just like, I'm a survivor. Like,
Yeah.
I know how to
Period.
navigate after loss. So now I'm like, whatever you got to take away from me, God, I know it's for my good because you taking that away from me activated a part of me
Yeah.
that I never was.
Like, I wouldn't, like, oh my God, like,
No.
who would have thought I'd get here?
That's what I'm
He
saying.
had to be prepping me for something.
Like, even if you just look at that situation, like you said, okay, you miscarried the baby, it was like, okay, what the heck? But then however long later you got your sister, God, everything is God. He was like, this had to happen because I got something
Man,
else
I
for
couldn't
you
even be this
right
nice.
now.
No.
If I didn't
Yeah.
lose like everything, and I hate to say this, like even my own child, like if I didn't actually get broken down to the point where I could understand what it is for people to be at their lowest,
Yeah.
I don't really think I'd be this
No.
nice.
Yeah.
Honestly, I wouldn't
You
be
would
this
not.
kind.
Yeah.
I probably
You
would be
would
running
not.
around here
Yeah.
doing all kind of stuff to all kind of people.
Yeah,
life.
because you haven't experienced that yourself.
Girl, that's why I say, man, I turned around and looked at it. I was like, man, I'm
Yeah.
grateful
Yeah.
because just because I could, I probably would.
Yeah.
That's not a reason.
Yeah.
No, it's not. I would have found a way to make it a
Yes.
reason.
Yes.
And I felt like breaking me down to that lowest point, I found that there is no excuse.
No.
There is no excuse, man. You're supposed to get up and make every day count. And that's
Yes,
don't
that's
make
what
it.
it is.
Ain't no ifs,
That's
ands,
it.
or buts in between.
That's
You was
it.
nasty today. You didn't make it
Yeah.
count.
God does do that stuff to humble.
Yeah. Like break your little butt down because this is not what you
Yes.
Like that's crazy.
Yes.
And I said when in that love, I found that was real love. That shit don't always feel good.
No, it don't.
That shit hurts.
Yes.
And it's hard and it makes you cry and it makes you take a real look at yourself.
All of that.
You grow from it.
Yeah, you do.
The person that comes out.
Yeah, that's it.
And there's another part of that too with my health. It made me pay more attention to my health. It made me realize what's going on.
Yeah,
Because
really.
It's deeper than just me losing a baby. What's
Yeah.
going on within me? So I had to really do some research.
Yep.
And look up like a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Which goes all back to changing the cycle of
Yep.
okay, my mom passed this down to me because it's what she thought was best for me. And it's actually not. I have more information.
Wow.
So now it changes how I parent her. When it
Yeah.
comes to food, birth control, like all that stuff.
All of that.
It all plays a role.
That's
in stuff.
crazy.
Yes.
It's all connected.
We're all supposed to prepare. It's honestly where I moved in my life, and Corey knows this why I moved into my journey to where it's going. I never always thought my end game was hair and everything else, but my way has honestly been my end game. Honestly, I tell people, which I never thought I'd be doing, is probably yoga, is to prepare people. And even when it comes to the preparation for birthing, that's really all wrapped in one. And it's not just the aspect. I tell people, I'm not just exercising. The spiritual aspect still lies in it. You are still a whole entity. You are energy. You are a being. One doesn't work without the other. So your spirit has to line up.
And like when you really think about it, like I even look at you like
She knows.
this person that was like you said, everything was hair, like you was doing all of this other stuff, and it's like, would you have ever imagined yoga? Like how the hell did hair turn into yoga? How did that happen? That's what I said. They always say, if you have a plan, the best way to make God laugh is to tell him your plans.
Yeah, he laughs at because I'm in a whole different direction. I'm in a whole, but it's honestly what I've been doing.
Yeah.
Like she
Naturally.
said, yeah,
Naturally,
my energy, I can feel a woman's spirit as soon as she sits in my chair.
Yeah.
That hasn't changed, but hair is just was what I could do at the time. I can do more now.
Yeah.
Because the actual spiritual, the actual health part is a huge part of us. That womb part, that comes in our healing, that comes in society not allowing us to tell us what to eat, how to live, because it's affecting us in that way.
Yeah.
Generational trauma.
Yeah, and we are stopping it. And the way to stop it is to say, hey, I'm gonna need you to be aware of your health. If you are getting ready to birth or getting ready to get pregnant, we have to start these things to maybe get you ready. There's no need for you to suffer because they don't care.
Yes.
I'm the one that we are the sisters that help each other back up.
Yeah.
And so we're the ones here ground zero, like she said, boots on the ground. And that way, in order for us to stop suffering, we gotta educate. We gotta say it.
Yeah.
We gotta be out here. We
That's
gotta
it.
say these candles are gonna uplift you and make you feel better. Don't always run to the bottle.
Yeah.
You know, this is life. We gotta
And
get
it's
it.
so ironic because I feel like our generation is so rebellious in the aspect that we're not churchgoers. Like we are not the avid in the church, but we are the church. Because
Exactly.
I feel like the whole point of church is you become who you are, you do your purpose, and you go minister.
Minister,
You go out and minister, and I feel like we're actually doing it. I can actually say black women are finally
we're finally figuring it out.
And that's how we're going the right way. I find so many wonderful sisters healing, looking into ways of helping other women heal. That is such a huge thing, and then being okay with women that are okay with receiving the healing at the time, and some that aren't. But it's okay. It's not gonna stop me on my journey and make me bitter or angry. I'm not gonna blast them on Facebook or nothing. We are only gonna focus on the ones that are ready for the journey. That are asking, that are looking.
That are coming for it.
We're gonna focus on that. Ministry looks so different in so many ways, and I'm so glad that you were here today to actually show women that it can look all kinds of ways. Seriously, it's a testament.
You can do it however you want to do it. Like it's your story. Like you write your own story.
And if it feels natural, it's right.
It feels natural.
If everything starts lining up, do it.
Now that's also too, not to say, because then you also too have people who's like, well, it's too hard. That means maybe it's not meant to be.
Natural and hard aren't the
same thing. That's like that. We talk about that all the time. That I like that you said that natural and hard. It's not necessarily saying you have to know the difference. Like how we say you have to understand pain or discomfort. There is a difference.
I hate to go back to this, but off of my head, it's the same with when you give birth. It's painful.
Painful.
You're studying it. It's the closest to death you're ever gonna be. It really is. And I tell people it's made to do that because it's the most powerful act you can do. So when it does happen, you have to understand you are limitless. And you are limitless. And I look at black women, I'm like, come on, sis. I'm not trying to push you, but your health, once you get that in order, they're waiting for you to keep that key component out of it. That's why I hate that women hit me so much with it. I tell people, I lost this 85 pounds. I didn't run to nobody. I didn't ask anybody. It was me, and literally, I didn't tell people I didn't even run to the gym. Me and the floor figured out how to maintain a healthy because they're trying to keep you distracted from finding out what that key part is. That's why I say when I tell women, like, you know you are a healer, right? You know you can heal yourself.
That's what we are here to do.
We're just supposed to die. You turn around and get up and heal yourself.
We're just getting back to it because I think it's been forgotten, so long. We was just talking earlier, and we're letting what did you say? We let love and hip hop and all of these other things. You know what I'm saying? Teach us how to be women. Like what? That's
y'all living distraction. Y'all getting on planes, letting people touch y'all, add their energy to y'all that shouldn't be. You're changing your bodies, you're doing all kind of stuff without understanding the consequences of what you're doing. Understand, like, I'm not the one to tell people what to do with anything, especially not their bodies, but understand the consequences of having other people in your come into your life and into your spirit. Like, really, people need to really think of that. They're not. They're so frivolous with their bodies these days, and that makes you frivolous with your spirit.
Absolutely.
And that's one thing you should not be reckless with, because you only get one people, one body, one spirit. And we only get one chance.
One band, one sound.
One band, one pillow. I mean, seriously, people don't take it serious. They don't take anything serious because the moment they do, they feel like you should be offended. I'm not trying to offend you. I just want you to be great.
That's it.
And I want you to find out what that and identify whatever's keeping you from
that.
And that's what I love about you. What you were saying. Distraction. Keeping people focused on the real things. Love people doing real things. I was back here doing real things. My girl over here doing real things every day.
We're all doing real things, man. So just one, and we could probably honestly all answer this question, but just the one last thing before we jump. Before we jump into that. So. And again, I just want to thank you for this. Like, this has been amazing. Like, I love this conversation. So, to anybody that's watching this, anybody that's new, whatever, what would be your advice to a person that's aspiring to do their own business, open up their own business, be a business owner? What would be that thing? Or if it's somebody that's discouraged, because again, we did mention, when we have people that want to do these things, but then there's, I want to do this, but I got kids, I got to work every day. Where am I finding this time? It's discouraging. Where am I going to get the money? What is your advice to that person?
I would say, know why you're doing it. Like, what is the reason you're doing it? And are you really passionate about it? Because if you're passionate about something, it's not hard. Like, it's not work.
You're going to find time.
You're going to make time to do it. If it's not it's not fun for you, it's not passion for you.
Like they say, people make time for what they want. Like you said, it's like you saying you don't even have the money, but then this is a person that stay going on a trip every other day or buying a Louis bag every month or whatever.
They figure out how to get those.
You know what I'm saying? That's you buying a Louis bag.
But you know, even with that's your passion, and you need to figure out how to leverage that. Like, shop for other people.
Monetize. She was just telling me that the other day. She was like, I just found something that I like, and now I'm trying to monetize on it.
Seriously.
Like, that's it. You can literally monetize
because it's a practice. At some point, your hobbies turn to practices, and then guess what? After so much time, you master them. Yeah. Once you've mastered it, guess what? You become a teacher. The last component of people is always compassion, because that's when you know you're making it to being able to teach. You have to be able to, like Marina, which her spirit, like I said, so wonderful. Understanding, or you don't have to blast these people. You just ain't who I'm supposed to work with.
That's it.
We got something else, going on and something else to do. But that compassion in us allows people to be able to come to you and say, hey, exactly. I'm ready to be in that place. I'm ready for that help. I'm ready for that. And that's what I feel like we need to focus more on than anything else possible. Get to the main goal.
That's it. That's really it. That's it. You do business. You've been doing business for probably longer than all of us at this point. What is your advice? What would be your advice to the discouraged?
Stay true to your path. Don't let nothing stop you, no matter who supports it, no matter who's actually coming to you and ready to understand what you're saying. Just stay true to it. Like, stay true to your path, because honestly, the more you do it, the happier you're gonna be. And those doors are gonna open up. Not without the work, because some of y'all feel like the work don't have to be there.
No, it has to be the work.
Yeah, because the work, you're not gonna get paid all the time. But what you learn, right, especially at the beginning. But those things that you learn, that those seeds that you plant, they will, they will grow, they will sprout. So be patient. I'm learning that. I was like, I should get what I want now.
Patience. That's the key.
And being true to the journey. I'm so glad that I had another woman say, I'm gonna do the work and just let the journey
do it.
Wow, that was affirmation for me, because sometimes I feel like, what the heck am I? I'm guessing it's on me. Okay, I know I want to do all these things. I'm doing the work, but is is it? But I know that I'm okay. There's other women okay.
Yeah, exactly.
We're all okay.
Absolutely.
And when we're not, we say it.
No,
we make it known.
Yeah, we make it very known.
So it's
intentionally or unintentionally.
It's okay. Like, hey, I'm just having a bad day. I'm grateful to have Corey, and now I'll probably be Buddy Marina. Like, it's grateful to say that. Every day may not be the greatest for me, but every day I'm trying to show up. I text Corey, I'm showing up.
Yeah, that's what she
showing up.
She say it all the time. She's like, I'm showing up. Sometimes I'll be like, dang, you be on it. Like, she be like, hey, I'm showing up. Like, it be times when I don't even, like, we'll say we doing something, I'll be like, dang, I don't even feel like it. She'll check in with me like, hey, we still doing this? Damn, you didn't ask me. I can't say no. I still don't know how to say no all the time. Fuck it. Yeah, I'm doing it.
And but I could
say,
I would rather her tell me no to going out than her telling me no to her will.
I
won't look for it back. She tell me she may make it. She knows she won't hear from me again. But if it comes to her wellness, she'll hear from me.
Oh yeah, no, she gonna check.
I'll make that an importance to know what I should be pushing onto her or not. That's important too. Her wellness is the most important.
That's why I said. That's why village is so important.
Know your friend is into a goal.
If you know,
that's why it's important you know yourself. Because if you know yourself, now you have the room to know someone else and know what their limits are.
What their limits are.
You don't know your worth.
I'm not trying to inflict it. I tell people no more trauma. I'm not trying to do what I'm trying to get away from.
Absolutely.
How do I do that? I have to be a self-aware person, be aware of what I'm doing out here every single day. Like I said, it's wonderful to see another woman care about what they're putting out in the world.
That's it.
It's real. Like if it's not good, I'm probably just gonna know.
That's it.
I'm just probably chill on it. I'm gonna fall back a little bit,
Let me go back to the drawing board.
Social media break us, of course. Let me give myself a couple days. I'll be back, and I explain that to her. Like, it's just that time. I'm just gonna give myself a moment.
Hey, and it's absolutely.
Thank you.
And having people that understand that is so important.
Because I swear, social media will have you like, oh my goodness,
it's a lot.
It's a lot. And you work from it, so we studying it.
And y'all know know how I feel about that. Y'all both have like had to talk to me. So I'll be like, I just F it. If it wasn't for the podcast, if it wasn't for me trying to sell it, I wouldn't even be. I just want to be off the face of the earth. They didn't have to reel me in. That's why I said it's so important to have a village. I'm like,
you know that too. Like, you gotta learn how to give, but not give.
Yeah.
Like, I give a lot, but there's certain pieces of me I will never share.
Yeah.
There's certain, I mean, she knows them.
Yeah, but it's not for everything to know. And you should keep that.
You should keep that. She do the same. She knows some parts that I don't.
Yeah. But the world that we live in today, it almost make it seem like, oh, well, if you didn't share this part, you must not be real. You ain't real, or she putting on the facade.
Y'all want my liver too? Y'all want my liver?
You don't even know my damn last name, so for you to even think that I'm about to give you everything, you are delusional.
But you know, too, when you become confident in yourself and you love yourself, you don't care if they know or not. You don't care if you validated by them.
And you already figured out what parts of them they like about you.
Did you anyway?
Just play on
That's why I'm sharing that.
Because little do you know, I don't like everything about you, but hey.
But we're gonna capitalize. That's why I say, you know, I study social media. You have to kind of see.
You do.
Because honestly, if you be crazy not to, it's called free commercial.
Yeah,
I got the stuff I learned about Marina. I don't care if she's a bad person. I love these kids. She makes everything look great.
Right.
I love how she takes care of everyone. I mean, what her spirit, what she wants people to see is what we see.
Yeah.
You know, and we're not supposed to always know what the heck. I tell people, y'all know everything from people. No, let her show what she likes to show. And if that resonates with you, then let's shop.
That's it.
Let's shop. Let's support.
Yeah, let's support.
Let's post another. Let's give another one support.
And speaking of that, all the links, all of her links to everything, whatever, all things Marina will be in the all things Marina. I'll put her number in there.
Y'all better get these candles.
In the comments below. But get the candles though. I'm telling you. And all the other stuff. She has incense.
She's growing.
She even sell. You still sell like your shirts and things.
Yeah, I do. I forget about that.
She has shirts. She has bags. She has hand wash. Now you got car fresheners, right?
I need some of that.
Everything. I actually hit her up one day. I was like, bruh, you should make car fresheners. Because this is the thing. Her candles are so great and so potent. If you just have it sitting in your car, it will have the whole car. Without it being lit.
I'm not kidding. These are the best.
Without it being lit. So.
I don't know you're trying to pump her up because she's on the show. But these, when you get one, you'll know that this is one of the best.
I'm telling you.
Smelling candles that you will ever have in your life.
Yeah.
No joke. I've been through a million. I have so many candles at home. They just in the corner. They're in the corner.
There's no need.
There's no need.
Yes. So anyway, before we get out of here, okay, this is the fun stuff. I don't know, it might not be fun for you, but we like to get a little.
We need that alter ego to come on out.
Alter ego to come out. No, so we gotta put your thinking cap on. Okay. So you're gonna ask you some questions. You know, we just want to connect with you. I connect with you, but you know, just so the people can know you a little bit better. So all right, so we're gonna ask some questions here. So what we gonna get all up into?
Yeah, we nervous.
It's nervous. Okay, go ahead, take a drink. Take a shot.
I was actually surprised this was actually pretty tasty. Y'all see me over here drinking.
I was nervous because somebody was like, "Oh, I heard that Snoop Dogg." They was like, "Oh,
yeah, red wines usually have that super dry,
I would love this with a good meal. Okay,
good meal.
Yes. So anyway, all right. So Marina. What is the most adventurous thing you have done?
Girl, you know I'm bored.
That's why I was like, let me ask her. What's the most adventurous thing that you have done?
That's not even adventurous, but this is so crazy. But for me, being a granny, I think.
Yes.
Well, I don't want to say her name. I'm not gonna put her out there. She has her own business.
Okay.
But we went to California and I was high the whole time.
Okay.
I just felt like,
that's me.
Like that's my adventure.
That's her adventure.
So how did you feel?
You should be liberating. Like, and for me, I'm uptight.
Yeah.
So for me, it was like, oh God, because I was with,
because that's how I went.
And I was just like, me nuts, but I was like, just
no, this is normal every day for her. So she's like, oh, that's
I told y'all I never thought I'd be one of those people. I'd be like, hey man,
I'm a wine drinker, like I'm a coffee drinker, but I'm a naturally anxious person. I'm like an uptight doer. So for me, I was just like, I don't care what they do.
That was the most adventurous.
That's my most. That's why I said, you know, I'm a granny. Sorry,
okay,
guys.
So again, we'll plan another girl trip, and we'll have to do
it
it
again.
Literally, we sat on the beach for days with my friend and the beach, and we just.
That's it.
I mean, it was important. I'm gonna do another girl trip, but she did this last one, but literally.
But my requirements for girls trips is that everybody gotta have their passports, because I ain't going unless we going out the country.
And I applied for mine, because she look at her over here.
Yeah.
I do little ones and long ones.
Get you friends that push you to get your passport.
Well, I have my passport, but yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's not bad.
I told you, I said it's gonna be boring.
Wow.
That's my little
Okay.
Girl, that's not bad. That's a good one.
Okay. So, all right. So, what thing or things do you think, if anything, hold you back from doing what you really want to do? Is there anything that holds you back from just being your full 100%, like I'm out there? Any obstacles?
It's like I'm in a transition. It used to be other people, but other people wanted from me what they needed from me. That held me back a lot.
People pleasing.
Yeah. But now it's me. Like, it's not even other people. It's me. Like, okay, Marina, what's the problem? Like, I
don't know what's holding her back. Like I said, her Instagram page is popping. I don't know what's holding her back.
And it's not even like physical stuff. It's mental stuff.
Okay.
Like, you can do this. For honestly, even motherhood, like that is an obstacle for me. Like, it's because I feel like I have to be at this specific place. And honestly, Anissa raising her is one thing I held back was being a mom. Like, I can't do this. I'm not ready. I don't have enough money. I'm not.
Yeah.
But like, Anissa really taught me, like, it's in your mind.
It is.
Yeah. You are doing it. Like, you're doing a good job. Like, so that's one thing I struggle with.
If you do all these things great, girl. Like you said, and you prepare, just prepare.
Yeah.
You cut all the chaos out when you just prepare.
Yeah.
But I've really heard from, just other parents, from what I understand, motherhood or just being a parent in general is something that you're never going to be 100%. Even the people, like, I've even had people that have, like, financially or set or whatever, and they've had kids, and they was like, even when we planned for it, once it happened, we still wasn't even
like,
really
never
ready.
Really ready for marriage. Like, you're never really ready for it.
No, because you're supposed to enjoy the journey. And I think that's like what people forget. Like
the song Wale, when he has Seinfeld on it, and he's like,
I love that
matrimony.
Okay,
he's like, you're never really ready. You're going up the roller coaster. It's like, that's so real. But I will say, because I was so passionate about breaking cycles, I was like, I just gotta get through these things. But I do believe now it's just a mental thing.
It is.
And it's not even just becoming a mother. It's just certain goals I have blocked myself from them because
I'm not ready mental for you. That's definitely mental.
That's what I said, like, because it's important to you. And that's, like I said, when that grace kicks in, that's where it should kick in at, because honestly, caring about doing something doesn't make you a bad person.
Absolutely.
When you stop it from you to go, it's like, wait. Because at the end of the day, even my husband tells me this, you gotta do it.
Yeah.
Hey, it's only one way to find out. You didn't done all this. It's time to stop researching. Just go do it. Like, hey, but once you research all you can and learn what you can, the goal after that is to just, hey, throw you in the water.
It reminds me of, like, I always think about, like, birds and, like, how they have, like, the little baby birds, and the mother just be like, get on out here, fly.
Keep them out. With everything, like, with the candles. God knew I needed Bethany to get me out there. That's why I said it's not just motherhood, it's just anything I really have a passion about.
Absolutely.
If it's for me, I'd be like, I don't know.
No, we all have been there. I know I've definitely been there with all types of, like, literally, that's been the story.
Walking your life, girl.
Listen,
I'm telling everybody, walking your life. Right. Take that one step in front of the other and
figure it out as you go. Figure it out.
Walking that light, push that girl out, push her out right. I see you, push her out.
Exactly.
Don't push that thought out the way. Push it all out the way and walk. You deserve it.
Thank you.
You deserve it. That's the one thing I think is when we are not saying enough. You deserve
it.
Love. That same person that love in your head, everything that you are really working hard to show people they deserve. You deserve it more than anybody. So it seems like it should be an easy thing to walk into it, but it's not always that easy. It's easy for somebody to tell you to, but you should. You really should, because it's so evident that you are there. So,
absolutely.
Walking out, that's what I said. Put it all out the way, girl. I'm ready for my closer. Don't stop. Keep going. Keep going. for real. Like,
all right, we're going to torture you with one more. No, I'm just kidding. This is good. But it just makes you think. It gets people thinking. It gets people to know you. But okay, so what is a talent or skill you always wanted?
Oh man, I really want to read people's minds.
And why?
I really like that's not even a skill. That's like a superpower. I really want to read.
You don't do that already.
That's what I was getting ready to say.
I can read energy, but like I want to know like you can feel like this is how I am. I can feel your feelings.
Yes.
But I can't feel your motives. I don't know what you're like. For me, I'm a sucker. Like I will see you struggling. I will see you broken, and I will try to help you. But I really want to know like is this person using me?
Because now that they know that that's the type of person you
how many years I wasted on people because I didn't know.
Listen, that's a whole other show in itself.
Kill others.
Yeah.
You know, that's just it. You just have to make sure that what you're doing, you're making sure it doesn't affect you. Because no matter what, you're gonna have to do it. It's your calling. So you're just figuring out how to do it. Like
that's
without
it.
Like your daily. I can tell it's your calling and you love doing it.
I do. I really
just trying to figure, like you said,
who's wasting my time? Because I could be somewhere else.
It's the most expensive thing.
She's really good at it. I trust her spiritually. Like it's always good to have somebody in your life that is on that level spiritually who could really feel.
Man, that means the world to know. To have someone that they trust.
No, absolutely.
It takes a lot to feel safe with someone to share.
No, that's important to me is because, like I said, like I know that I'm spiritual as a person. Like I feel things that are like. It be like I probably sound crazy, but it is what it is. Like so
you just know.
You just know. So I told her, I said, I really do. I honor her spiritual guidance. Like for real, like that's what it's about. So that's why I'm like, even you saying like I wish I had the ability to read people. It's like, girl, you pretty much already know it. Girl, child, please. Anyway. But it's sure
intimate.
Oh, I get it.
It's affecting my decision making.
And ain't that crazy how that works? Like you can do it with other people so well.
When it comes to a certain level of you allowing yourself to let that go, you're okay with doing for everyone else, but allowing it to do it for yourself. That's why I say you have already done it. So allow yourself now to receive it. Like you've already made sure you've taken the steps that when you actually do let it happen and you trust that it's gonna be okay. And that's what that's why I said that's the freedom. That's the freedom is letting
That's it.
I'm just gonna take this chance. It may not, but you know what I mean? I'm still allowing myself to feel in that moment what I feel. And that's so huge because that's really that self-love that I'm learning too. Like, man, like I said, I'm gonna take that one foot forward, take the other foot forward. That's it. And push it. But see, I got used to, and I tell people that's the importance of really what I learned in yoga. I slowed life down enough to only hear me. And then once I could do that, I was like, and at the same time, get into my wellness. I'm like, dang, this is a win-win. Like I said, even doing with Corey and them, we were doing HIIT, and even as you're talking yourself through things, or this is really it. Even when you're doing your work, you're talking yourself through it still.
You are.
So you really just have to be okay with talking yourself through everything. Every part of you is worth talking yourself through and being like, hey, you did the work.
Period.
It's okay. I've never seen anybody I just met that I know did so much more work. Walk in your life, wherever makes you happy and it feels right, trust it because you will know.
I have been starting this little mini exercise, like little tidbit, but I don't even know where I got it from. I just started doing it, noticing like subconsciously I was doing it. You know how you're like, what do I want to eat? And like whatever the first thing is pops in your mind, like, just picking that thing and trusting, like turn left or right, just go whatever. Like starting that small, and trusting those little things.
And trusting
that is my biggest obstacle. Is trusting my inner voice about me.
That's
mine too. That is mine too.
Just go with it. Just go.
Look at all of this synergy here, man. But it just goes to show that we are so much more connected and so much more alike. All we have to do, we just have to start having these conversations. Just start talking. Just start talking. I'm saying this to myself, like, just start talking sometimes. Like, you will, don't shut that off. You will be amazed at like how many, we do it all the time. We're comfortable. We do it all the time. I'm comfortable, but like, you know, because I am so protective of my energy, sometimes I'm not very like open to people. I'm nice to people, but I'm not open, like, let me bring it in. You know what I'm saying?
But that openness is really you being okay. Yeah. Like being okay with the past, being okay with what you confronted. That way if people bring it back up, you're like, well, okay, hey. Whatever. But we are, you know, we are works in progress, and that just lets you know where you just need to do the work at. Most people get offended by that, but no, that just lets me know there's just a few things I need to catch, you know, I need to go back and work on. It's okay, because I was, like she said, the vendor events, I stand behind the table and I was like, I told Tom to stand in front of the table today, but just those little things, they make a difference. I never would have stopped myself saying that, but I'm gonna just stay, you know, let's try this, Danielle, just one foot in front of the other.
Now you touching on people, so you physically touching these people.
But most women will be like, well, she stood in front of the table. Y'all get it. I stood in front of the table. Like,
I get it 100%.
Okay, I'm standing here. I got this.
It's those small steps.
But where most people don't understand where that's coming from, I finally have a group of women that understand what that took for me to get there. Like, take one foot. Okay, I told Ty, I said, today I'm gonna stand in front of the table. I'm gonna do it. I had to get my little guts up, and I was like, I'm gonna stand in front of the table, because for whatever reason, standing behind it makes me feel safe. What if I'm in front and catch people in front of me?
That's it. But I mean, it's really it's kind of metaphorical if you think about it, because it's like when you are putting yourself out, you're putting yourself out there for people to really feel you, to be like, hey, I'm open, versus you're behind a table. It's kind of like, I'm only gonna meet you a kind of halfway.
It's crazy you say you've never done it, because your presence just feels like you are just out there.
Most people don't see me; they see me on Instagram. But I'm learning.
And it's so crazy because you're a hairdresser, so you're literally in front of people. Like, that's what you do.
But the part, I'm allowed to control that part. I really am. I'm allowed to control what part, and then most of that is taking care of them. It's my comfort zone. I make the space safe for them, but never have I thought about making a space safe for myself.
So,
it's a control factor. Like when you were saying, how do you not read energy? Like, it's different when it's your life. Like, I tell you, you decide what you do with that information. I don't have to make the decision.
No, it makes sense.
But when it's me, it's like, I gotta live with the decision.
I gotta live with the decision. I gotta, if it falls flat, or if it goes great, it's all on me. If it goes bad, it's all on me.
The one that makes you happy. Because at the end of the day, you can tell somebody, I really was the one that made me happy.
Period.
And if they can't understand that, then they was just a hater. Like, and nothing else. They can't even say that. Like, oh well, okay. I mean, you may not have understood it, but it was the one that made me happy at the time. So that's kind of what I did. You can't dispute nobody to make themselves happy.
Listen,
I'm like, oh man, hey, well, I'm right back. My feelings got hurt.
That's it.
I mean, I happy about that. And I think you need to be okay with that, even if a friend takes time and, you know, she does a few things, or maybe you don't agree with all her decisions. It's okay. And you know, if it's making her happy at the moment, I really can't dispute that. And maybe she'll come back, or maybe, you know, but at the end of the day, like, I've learned to not be so like, instead of just being like, maybe it was just.
That's it.
I know I did.
I know I have.
That's why I say it's nice to have women to actually understand that. I've never had that in my entire life, and I tell people almost at 40 years old, I'm really learning how to be a friend.
But that's why
I say your sisterhood is inspiring.
Divine timing.
I see what it's like when women really are friends. And learn that.
It is a beautiful thing.
I see, and it's a beautiful thing to be accepted like that. That's something great that walking up. I'm over here just getting like, Corey, I'm being a good friend today. I'm really trying. I'm really trying.
Even that question. I know I definitely don't. Sometimes
I need your feedback.
And be ready for the answer. Shit, my thing be like, I don't know. I mean, I can ask that, but am I really ready for the answer? So I don't want your criticism. So let me just say, let me just do what I can, and then also too understanding that people are only doing what they can. Like, don't expect people to do more than what they cannot, that they physically can't do, because they don't have the tools to do it, or it's not in them to do.
That's
and don't be mad.
This is what she's doing.
Exactly.
That's what you had. You couldn't have nobody.
She's supposed to compliment you. She's not supposed to be just like me.
Yeah.
She's supposed to help me out as if, like, even with my marriage, where I'm not the strongest at, he is.
Yeah.
He compliments me, and he doesn't.
Yeah.
He just like, we just gonna think maybe you need to start here.
Yeah.
Oh, that didn't work. Let's start here.
Yeah.
And allow myself. Honestly, this is new for me.
Yeah.
Being okay with accepting that type of
and vice
love.
versa. Yeah.
I have never had that type of love where somebody was trying to grow me and I resisted it to the T.
Man.
Like to the max. To the max. Like, what are you trying to, you know,
it's about the definition of submission. I know some people hear women submitting and they think
that's a
domestication. That's not domestication.
It's what I've been learning to do.
Yeah.
It's what I've been really learning to do. It's a thing.
Allow someone in to guide you.
That's
Let a
it.
man be a man.
Facts. Yeah. No, we're all at that now. Shoot, I'm at that now where it's like, just learning. But it's
I don't have to be
like you say, it's a practice.
In me. Like,
it's a practice.
Yeah. And he's okay with taking
I'm
that.
drained when I try.
Yes.
That's why I'm resentful.
Very drained.
When I try.
But I understand on my end that I'm not supposed to, instead of just being like, let it go.
Sit down.
I didn't ask for this.
Relax.
And people like us are alpha females.
Yes, and it's really hard. Yeah. But it's like, that's why I love you though, because if you was anything less than that, like this literally would not work. Like I'd be like, you a punk. You out here somewhere.
Listen, you gotta take, and I hate to say this, you gotta find your person that's taking it.
Yeah.
Like, who's gonna be durable enough to really withstand what it takes to really get you to love.
Yeah.
And
listen, I know Jarrell singing my stuff, because he be like, why can't you just can't not, no, I can't. But hey, you married me, shit, you know
you
this
know
was. You get that work. Look, just work with me.
Yeah.
Just
I promise I'm worth it.
Yeah.
That's why I tell women, y'all think y'all gotta sell y'all sales. You don't think you gotta tell these men besides he don't want to hear you can go to work and do stuff like him. He want to hear you tell him something different.
Exactly.
Don't give you that I don't.
You have. Yeah,
because
I can do all that for myself.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to give you what you didn't, what you need or would like to get to help nurture you to the rest of the race. And I think that's again, they try to keep us distracted. That's why I say prime. I went back to prime real estate on these people. Prime real estate is at your best. Whatever that is, I tell people. Because black women age backwards, and and that's the wonderful thing about them is that if you love them, you will tell all over them. And you have no choice. You can't dispute it. You can't say nothing about it. And that's why I say go back to prime real estate. I can't tell you what that looks like. But go back.
It's different for everybody.
Who is Marina? Who is Courtney?
You know yourself.
That's it.
Whoever she is, that's
go back to that.
That's where you
go back to that.
And I'm glad I found, like I said, Peaches, Diva, Danielle. She all makes me together. They all make me, and I'm really grateful that I have people that understand what that is and support them.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you. You are.
Their friendship is inspiring. It's an inspiring friendship.
She's so sweet.
Vintage teas over here. Remember, I called you and we conversated about my goals. I can't stand your home.
Vintage
Gary, this is one up on us. One up on us.
We're just glad to bring that in. I'm so glad to bring that in, and we are gonna wrap this up. Like I said, we didn't big you up this whole time. They probably gonna be sick of it, but
I'm gonna get up.
Right, stand up for her. Stand an ovation. God, you love girl. You fine.
We give it love. We shot flowers. I have something to throw on you. I know, but you know what I'm saying. That's a lot.
Some flowers.
There's some leaves. Shower her nut leaves. I'm just saying we need to be able to tell these women thank you for your contributions. Thank you for caring.
And what you're doing, and like use the next 5 to 10 years, really the next 5. I'm gonna speak it into existence. The next 5 years, you gonna be, it's gonna be lit, man.
She gonna be amazing. I can't wait to see.
I just have to share this story because I remember when she first. Remember when every birthday, because our birthday is only like a week away from each other.
Like a couple days.
Yeah, it's only like a couple days from each other. So every
next year.
Yes, next year. Yeah, now.
Well, next year is ending. Well, wherever. It's
Oh,
your turf, wherever you are.
oh yeah, wherever I am, you never know. Yeah, no, yeah, we gonna be here, but yeah, we'll take turns. But every year for our birthday, either we're back and forth. Either she's here in Indy or I'm there in date, whatever. But I'll never forget 2019. Remember our birthday well, we had a birthday brunch and we went.
Oh, yeah.
And she was telling me,
I forgot.
she was telling me this whole plan, like where she is now, but it hadn't started yet. And she was telling me, she was like, well, this is what I'm planning on doing. I'm doing the candles, but then she was like, but then I really want to make a platform for women to come. So I'm so
wow.
like,
you spoke it up and you spoke it into existence.
Yeah, I remember it.
Manifestation.
She is manifesting as
powerful.
I told her.
She's great. She's powerful.
Listen, but I told her. Remember, I told her when she was telling me, I was just clenching on her every word. I was like, do it. I was like, I see it already. I said, it's already done. It's done.
You did say that, and it's funny because you said earlier, you were like, I come to you for your spirit. You didn't realize I was doing it too. I was coming to you. Like, I sound crazy.
No, I'll be like, if it's something that I'm not sure about with her, I'm like, if I ask a lot of questions, I'll be like, I ask a lot of questions, so it's like, okay, do what you know what I'm saying?
This is the most beautiful conversation I've ever had to really have. As far as like,
and I thought I was a sensitive one. I just knew I was gonna cry at some point in time with this because no, I'm dead serious. You know I'm sensitive. I'm serious. You know how sensitive I am, but that's why I say I'm just grateful for this, and I'm so glad that I was able to bring my old school friend and my new school friend together for this. It's amazing, and this is what sisterhood looks like, and this is what it can be. It don't gotta be cattiness. It don't gotta be, oh, she thinks she's all that. Like, no, we all have something to bring to the table. So it was so important for me to just show this today and to just put that spotlight on Be The Light. And please support her and everything that she do. Like I said, I will have her information down in the description box below. So if you want to hit her up, please, anything. Oh, tell them your social media. We can get to that.
At Be The Light Sis.
Be The Light Sis. Instagram, all of that. And y'all already know what it is. You know, from us, I'm Cece. You can hit me. Like I said in the beginning. Yes. Who's your mama? 936. Oh, I know, right?
End of this show.
Right. We didn't. Let me get some of that.
Over there.
Yeah.
This was actually really good.
Just a little bit. It was. Yeah.
Thank you.
We just gonna do a last little bit of cheer, and then Danielle, go ahead and give them your.
Diva28 on Instagram. You can find me Danielle Archie, my name. On Facebook, I'm doing pretty much everything. Looking the way of finding out. Again, I'll be heading into the yoga realm here.
Yes,
I'm so
things going on.
Yeah, I'm so enriched in now learning the importance of our health.
We need a long business class.
Girl, I'm doing we can do 1:30. I only need 30 minutes.
That's it.
It's only 30 minutes at a time. Yeah, seriously. So be on the lookout for that. I'll be doing those. Stretch yourself to glory. It's a wonderful thing. It's one of the things that I can't preach enough about. So get into it. Mind, body, and spirit work better as one. Again, you can also find me at hairdivas.com. I'm still doing hair. Please join me for that. I also am in the way of taking care of hair naturally. So
yes. Absolutely.
Thank y'all. Love y'all.
We got all of this stuff going on. Like I said, y'all already know.
I'm waiting on my new Annie outfit.
Annie outfit. This is one of them that actually will be restocking before the fall. And we also have some new ones, some biker sets coming out. So Annie, that's on mogulsofamerica.org. Y'all already know. So yeah, we just gonna do one last toast, and thank you guys for watching, and I just really hope and pray that you guys got something out of this. And yeah, all of y'all.
Please get a candle. I promise we will not regret it.
This girl's
candle. Fill your home,
man.
Let me drink to that.
Absolutely. Y'all have a good just life.
Yeah. Enjoy happiness over everything. And drink to that.
Drink to that.